Nation's number one talk station, 99.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. A very lovely morning again. You rejoin. Thank you. It's 7:32. Let's begin with the papers you can watch live on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can be a part of the second part of Dailies today for today. Dailies today actually started at 6:15 this morning. So let's see. We have the papers here already. If you're watching, you'd see the papers. If you want to watch, just go to Facebook and on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Nigeria Info 99.3. Facebook channel is Nigeria Info 99.3. That's our Facebook page as well, Nigeria Info 99.3, and you can watch. And drop your comment as you watch. Let's take our first story from Daily Trust this hour. Page 4, Labour cautions FG on petrol subsidy removal. Labour cautions FG on petrol subsidy removal. That's right here on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. It has riders. Nigerians worried over unclear palliative plan. Cost of living to rise by 200%. Experts. Incoming administration must make refineries, rail system work. Those are the riders to that story. Let's go to page 5, where our next story is waiting for us. It reads, Police grill National Assembly officials over 500 million naira misappropriation. Police grill National Assembly officials over 500 million naira misappropriation. That story is on page 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Operatives of the Force Criminal Investigation Department, FCID, have quizzed top officials of the National Assembly branch of the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria over alleged financial misappropriation to the tune of about 500 million naira. It was gathered that 3 affected officials were grilled for several hours on Wednesday by the FCID and were granted administrative bail on self-recognition. The police invitation letters to the officials were sent through the Office of the Permanent Secretary, Human Resources and Staff Development of the National Assembly. The letters were separately addressed to Chairman Passan, National Assembly Chapter, Sunday Sabi, Financial Secretary Stacey Wodo, and Treasurer Samtia Daniel, inviting them to appear at the police department on Wednesday. They said the invitation was sequel to a petition jointly written against the affected officials by 9 suspended officers of Passan who accused the executive of financial misappropriation. Police grill National Assembly officials over 500 million naira misappropriation is a story on page 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper. So we're going to drop Daily Trust. Let's go pick up the Punch newspaper this morning. We will start from the front page below the nameplate. PDP notifies AYIM, Fayoshe's suspension, sanctions Ward Exco, page 2. The Riders Opposition Party lists ex-Katsina governor, 4 others as peace moves begin. Party reverses autumn's summons to face disciplinary panel, 6 members unity. Those are the riders to that story. Main story reads, PDP nullifies AYIM, Fayose suspension, sanctions Ward Exco, page 2. Page 2. Let's go to... Still on page 2, before we go to page 5. Still on page 2, Shiites protest as El-Zakzaky loses suit against DSS others. Shiite protest as El-Zakzaky loses suit against DSS others. That story is on page 2 as well. Let's take a look at it. So, the leader of the proscribed Islamic movement in Nigeria, Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, and his wife, Zina, lost their suit seeking to compel the Nigeria Immigration Service to reissue their passport. Justice Obiora Egwatu of the Federal High Court, Abuja, in the Federal High Court, Abuja, in a judgment held that the couple failed to provide sufficient evidence to show that their passport were either seized, destroyed, or lost, or that the NIS was unwilling to reissue travel documents to them. Shiite protest as El-Zakzaky loses suit against DSS others. That's on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Let's go to page 5. After page 5, I would come and take your thoughts on the stories so far this morning. I stabbed, I didn't kill my girlfriend. Chinese lover. Page 5, the Punch. I stabbed, I didn't kill my girlfriend, Chinese lover. A 47-year-old Chinese national, Frank Geng Kwangong, who is standing trial for culpable homicide, on Thursday admitted before a Kano State High Court that he stabbed his Nigerian girlfriend, Umokosum Sani, 22 years of age, with a knife, but had no intention of killing her. Geng Kwangong, who resides in Railway Quarters, Kano, under cross-examination by the Prosecution Counsel, Kano State Director, Public Prosecution Aisha Mahmoud, told the court that on that fateful day, a lot transpired. Geng Kwangong, who arrived in Nigeria in 2019 to work as a marketing and sales manager at the BBY Textile Company in Kano, where he earned 1.5 million naira monthly, told the court that on that fateful day, Sonny pushed him onto the bed and he stabbed her without the intention of killing her. I escaped from the room through the window because the door was locked from the outside and wanted to take Sonny to the hospital, but the police promptly arrived and arrested me. That's the Chinese national telling his story. I stabbed, didn't kill my girlfriend, Chinese lover. That's on the page 5 of the Punch newspaper. 0700 993 993 993 and 01 465 7190. If you called earlier, please do not call again. Let's give opportunities to others who couldn't get through to be able to get through. This is what we will do. We've been doing for this week, and it's what we'll do all through next week as well on Dailies today, the second part. And please be reminded that you've got 60 seconds to share your thoughts. So when you call, just hit the ground running, okay? Thank you for understanding. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sharif.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this Friday from Ibolere.
Let's talk.
I staff, I didn't kid. What was his intention of starving his girlfriend? Well, I will thank God that he had been arrested. Police, the law will take, because for Ayu and the PDP Fayoshe, well, they should put their house in order because the election has come and gone, and we are still waiting for another election in 4 years' time. Let them put their house in order, because what we witnessed this year, that 3 major parties fought it to the end. It was encouraging. We want such a thing to continue. Thank you very much, Sherry.
Thank you, Friday, for calling me as well. Let's see. Good morning to you. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Lawrence Dilo.
Welcome, Lawrence. Welcome.
I want to talk about protest.
All right.
I think even our immediate family will protest, not to talk of politics. I don't understand how some people analyze, because you claim not to be a party member, but you're compiling figures, you know. But I'm happy with the long list of visa ban, whole personalities. I'm happy about that. Good morning.
Good morning to you too. Thanks for calling me. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Good morning. I can't. Oh, yeah, the call dropped. Let's take another one. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, please.
How was your night, sir?
Was okay, thank you.
This is Joy calling.
All right.
That Chinese man, he get gossip. So he will admit that he stabbed, he didn't kill. So wanna kill her later. That one is not an excuse. Then again for PDP, my prayer for them will not rise again. Thank you.
Joy, thanks for calling me though. Let's go to The Guardian. We've got stories here from The Guardian. Obedience protesting US LP distances self from interim government plot. Obedience protesting US LP distances self from interim government plot. That's from The Guardian newspaper. APC kicks as US approves White House and Park for anti-Tinubu rally. That's a rider. There are plenty of riders here. Lalong interim government advocates are daydreamers. Name, arrest those behind the plot. IPAC chairman Agbakoba charge DSS. DSS alarm, ploy to arrest Atiku Obi before May 29. Frank alleges Huriwa, nothing wrong, using legal means to stop Tinubu's inauguration. That's another rider. Let's take 3 more riders now. Call for interim government treasonable. Once SDP's Adebayo. Supreme Court dismisses Nwajuba's suit seeking to disqualify Tinubu. SPV saga. CCB invites KMO to substantiate allegation against Atiku. Those are the writers to that story. You can pick up the paper and read further if you are interested. I'm going to drop it now. I'm going to take some calls. Good morning to you. That call is no more there. Let's take another one. Good morning to you. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sherry.
Good morning.
My name is Chigemiz. I'm calling from Ogun State.
Do you want to turn off your radio before you go on?
Okay, sorry. Is it okay now? Hello?
Yes, please go on.
Okay, I'm speaking on the DSS statements on those who are calling for the interim government, or those who are about to protest. I don't understand why we in Nigeria, why we keep behaving like this. A caller called, I think around 6:30, and said something that the people that are believed should go to court. This statement, go to court. Is it that it's just a simple, ordinary statement for Nigerians to just do whenever things are going wrong? We should do things the right way. Nigerians should do things the right way. If we keep postponing these things, say keep going to court or just keep doing things the wrong way. When they were stopping Igbos from voting in Lagos at the last governorship election, who did anything about it? The police did anything about it? The media did anything about it? The people are now coming out to express their grievances through peaceful protest. And the police, instead of them to find a way to protect them and make sure that the protest is peaceful.
Thank you.
They're taking no ways to stop it.
Thank you. Thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Let's stick to the 60 seconds, please. Good morning to you. Let's take another call. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Sheriff.
Morning to you.
My name is Chika.
Chika, didn't you call earlier?
Nope, I haven't called today at all.
Okay, let's talk then.
Well, for APC, why are they kicking the White House approve a protest of anti-Tinubu in I mean, they shouldn't protest. Protest is a fundamental human right. Or do they want U.S. government to also govern the way Nigeria has been governed? The answer is no. And for DSS that are kicking and speaking and all these things, wasn't DSS in place in 2015 when APC said that they will form a parallel government if the election is rigged? The truth of the matter is that the 2023 election has a fundamental flaw, which other parties are challenging. So let DSS come to equity with clean hands. And this thing they are just brandishing, talking up and down. Which other secret service in the world talks like that? The Mossad in Israel, have you ever heard them speak like this? The CIA and all these military intelligence and all other security agencies in the world. So let DSS do the needful. If they know those that want to install interim government, let them just go after them and pick them up quietly. They should stop overheating the polity. Good morning.
Morning to you too, Chika. Thanks for calling. Nigeria, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Sheriff, this is Paul from Ebeda.
Let's talk.
Yeah, Sheriff, just like Chika said, let me color what he said again. Before the 2019 election, 2015 election, APC warned EDP and the federal government then, led by President Goodluck Jonathan, that if the election is rigged, they will form a parallel government. Is that not an interim government? Is that not felony? DSS did not arrest them. There was no heat of the polity. I think DSS is not doing us well. They are not doing us good. They are making us to panic. They are making us to feel there is danger in the country. That is not how secret service agencies across the globe works. Their work is quietly done and then with result. They should stop, making Nigerians feel jittering and panicking. And again, concerning the White House...
I'm sorry, your time is up. I'm sorry. Thanks for calling me, though. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Nigerian Info.
Yes, please.
I am about...
Let's talk.
Let me talk on this Nigerian citizens in U.S. trying to, protest. Why would they not protest, my brother? Why would they not protest? Look at Kamala Harris, touring African countries. Came to Ghana, our next door neighbor here, and the woman snubbed Nigeria. Why did the kids snub Nigeria? Maybe, just maybe, because of this rot in this last election. So I beg, people that are saying people in the U.S. Nigerians in the U.S. should not protest, let them protest. So they are now bringing the attention of the U.S. government. So what is happening? What has happened? What is happening? What has happened in Nigeria? Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Thank you too. 747. Let's go to the Vanguard. We're going to take this story here on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. Presidential poll, Obi disagrees with US APC over White House Park protest. Presidential poll, Obi disagrees with US APC over White House Park protest. Page 8, the Vanguard. Lagos arraigns Christian school principal for staff over students' death. That's on page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper for you today. Now let's drop the Vanguard. Go pick up the Nation newspaper. Sage, Agbakoba, Falano, interim government unknown to law. The riders, legal giants, seek trial of plotters. Lalong, interim government schemers daydreaming. Those are the riders to that main story there, just below the nameplate. In the Nation newspaper, PDP lifts suspension on Ayim. Fayoshe, Ayu's World Exco suspended. That's on page 5 of the Nation newspaper. Public debt now 45 trillion naira, says DMO. Public debt now 45 trillion naira, says DMO. That's the Debt Management Office. That story can be read on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you. Good morning. Okay. Let's take another call then. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, please. Morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff. My name is Dan Baba.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I think PDP and other parties are just playing to the gallery. If they are not ready for this political party, these old men should resign and let the youth take over. What happened in 2023 is nothing but pure anti-party activities. And they started by suspending people, which is according to their own law. Now they've said that they reserve it or suspend the process. This is why Nigerian system is weak. Individuals are more powerful than the system. Well, like this, we are going nowhere. Look at what happened. Oton is doing whatever he wants. Wiki and other people, fire all of them, including it happened in APC as well. It is crazy where we are in this country, and they all complain about the presidency. How about what is happening in their party?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your thought. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Let's
I'm
talk.
calling from Illegal.
Oh, yeah.
Sheriff, my take is on this AG4, the DSS man that says they are going to make sure they put some people on check concerning the interim government. I want to ask a question, Sheriff, please. Who has the power to put any interim government in place, if at all there would be? Is it not the government in power? Does opposition have such power? So, the DSS, they are not a whistleblower agency. They are secret agents that are meant to deal with internal security that can jeopardize the unity and the peace of this nation. So why did they suddenly become an agency that raises alarm? Sheriff, I want to conclude by saying that I think Nigeria, we've raised powerful individuals, serious, powerful individuals that are more stronger than our institutions. Since Ribadu left ESCC,
Thank you.
it has become something else. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
Bless you too. Thanks for calling me. Let's go to our live stream on YouTube and on Facebook. Let's go take some messages there. We'll come to WhatsApp too in a moment. Olufumi Akadiri says Barack Obama visited Africa severally and never came to Nigeria. Tinubu was not president-elect at the time. Donald Trump's wife came to Africa. She did not visit Nigeria, so nothing new here. As Olufumi on YouTube who sent that. I'm going to cross over now. Let's go to Facebook and go and check some messages there. Okay. Let's see who is here. This person says the DSS is A serious case. Oh, gosh. Some things are missing in your message, my friend. Please try and resend, okay? So I can be able to read. And mind the language that you use. Because some of the languages that you use, I can't use them on the radio, okay? You can drive your emotion through your message by using, some more appropriate languages, some words, and we'll take it. Okay. That obedience in the U.S. Are on April. That obedience in the U.S. are on April 3rd protesting against the result of the February 25th presidential election. Will that change anything? Late Abacha damned the sanctions of the U.S. and other Western countries. What happened? I see all this as a seasoned film that would eventually end with Tinubu being sworn in as the president come May 29. Solomon Alex sent that in from Isheri. Solomon, thank you for sharing. I'm going to take another one. Olakunle from Apapa says protests are right. However, a sensible government will be quick to raise alarm with the NSAS protest experience in Lagos. On the Herdsmen school invasion, let Vanguard News get details of those injured. With where, how, and when. The police version only confirmed the incident did not happen in the school. That's Olakunle Apapa, from Apapa who sent that. Olakunle, thank you for your thoughts. Let's see. Mustafa from VI says Nigerians are funny. They hate the police, and when they have small problem, they will still run to the police for assistance. I'm referring to the people they rob at Ikota. All that we're experiencing in Nigeria today is a result of our insincerity. Insincerity everywhere. Everybody is claiming to be perfect. It's only police that is bad. Every other people in Nigeria are the perfect. Are perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. Mustafa, thank you for sharing. It's 7:53 now. Let's go back to telephone. Good morning to you. That call dropped. Let's take another call. Good morning. That call has dropped again. Let's take another one. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you. I'm sorry, I can't hear. It's dead silence. Let's take another one. Good morning to you. Morning. I can't hear you too. I'm sorry. I can't hear everything. If you can't hear me, do try and call me back, okay? Good morning.
Hi, Sheriff. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
Jonathan is my name.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Now, all this talk about interim. I don't think this is what I have to say. I believe that nobody can implement any interim government here. And I also believe that protest is a right of everybody. Whether you have a chaos case, it doesn't stop your protest. So I have been hearing a lot of talk since. Protest is the right of. So nobody should be fretting about protest. Having said that, all the aspirants in this presidential election, they don't have military background. Meaning they have to run this country very well. If they don't run it well, they stand the chance of being toppled. That's what I believe. They stand the chance. So for me, they don't do well. That's when they will topple their leadership. Enjoy your morning, Sherry.
You too. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you. That call has dropped. Nigeria Info. Good morning. That call dropped as well. I'm sorry, my calls are dropping. Let's try 2 or 3 more calls, and then we'll move away. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Yes, please, morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Bash.
Welcome, Bash. What's your story?
My story is about the DSS.
Okay.
I think the DSS is only warning the people of Nigeria, and I think that's part of their job. Now, if there's people are condemning them, saying they should go and arrest people and pick people up, what if they pick people from the position up today before releasing that press statement? What would people, all disobedient that are creating issues around, what would they be saying? Won't they call it witch hunting and all that? But now they find it so easy to condemn the DSS and keep saying all sorts of things. They want to go and protest in the U.S. They should go ahead and protest anywhere in the world. Election has been held. The winner has been declared. It will be sworn in. It will be sworn in by May 29. No, nothing can change that. That's the constitution of the land. They are in court. They just stay in the court. Thank you.
Thank you too. And I'd like to correct an impression. Not everybody that is speaking up against DSS's announcement is an obedient. And obedients are not causing issues. Obedients who are being vocal are just being concerned because they are also part of this country and they have the right to be heard as well. Apologies if you felt insulted by that. Let's go pick up the New Telegraph right now. Kwankwaso, if Buhari wanted free, fair, credible polls, he would have it. That story is on pages 2 and 7, actually. It's a spread there. Kwankwaso, if Buhari wanted free, fair, and credible polls, he would have it. Pages 2 and 7. It comes with some writers. INEC abandoned constitutional responsibility. Senator Yusuf speaking there. Supreme Court dismisses Wajiba's suit challenging Tinubu's candidacy. That's also coming through as a rider to that story. I'm going to drop the New Telegraph. Let's go pick up our last. Yeah, we can't. We have to go. Daily Sun has a story here. Nigerians' champagne consumption hits 8-year high. That's the one from the business day. Lagos, that's our show this morning. Thank you for being a part of it. We're back on Monday with Dailies today, 6:15. I am Sharif Quadry. Now let's continue with Open Mic Friday at 8 after the news.
Everybody getting time, I don't go lose faith.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those that need to be fired are fired.
It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not.